أعزائي المشاهدين، أهلا وسهلا بكم من جديد مع برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج إماراتي. كما عودناكم في كل أسبوع نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات، قصة نجاح أتتنا إلى الدولة منذ عام 2008. Mr. Thomas, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
We are so lucky to be here with you in your company. Our team said to you, welcome in our program.
Thank you.
And we would like to know about yourself. Who's Thomas, when he came to this country at the first time, and what he's doing at this moment?
I decided to move in 2008 to Dubai in UAE. I was used to travel to UAE for one of my client. I'm a lawyer, commercial lawyer, and he had a dispute in the region since 2002. So I was used to travel at least 2-3 times a year. And I was always invited to do some business, to open my office in the region. But you know, things were a little bit eclectic, so I had to go back home and then going back to my normal routine. So I just forget until the next time I came to over. So I was reaching 40 years old at that time. I believed that it was time to do something different. Italy was a little bit tight for me, and I want to do something different. If I didn't take my chance at that time, I would not take it anymore. So we were running a family law firm in Italy. My grandfather was a lawyer, my father was a lawyer. So I said to my father, why you don't send me to UAE as a delegate of the law firm? So we started a partnership with an EMARATI local law firm, which worked for a few years. And then I decided to went on my own and to open my own practice and to run the business from UAE and to cover also Italy and China today.
We opened still a little bit. After that, the crisis hit the country. So everyone in this country started to thinking the investors stop coming to the year. What was your situation that time?
It was a quite tough period. Of course, the crisis hit the region in 2008, but the wave of the financial crisis came only, or we felt at least only in 1 year later. No more business activities, no more investors coming into the region, a lot of court cases in the real estate industry. So we have to shift our support to clients in the litigation. So thanks to the collaboration that I had with the local law firm, we could provide the service to them. Things started to change a little bit in 2012 when new investors decided to come to open new activities, new license. And then in 2014, I believe, Expo 2020 was announced, and which of course gave a lot of new opportunity for new investors to come over. And we supported all of them. We started to shift our activity mainly on corporate and commercial. And until 2019, when unfortunately the pandemic hit also again the country, we were all affected. But I have to say that this country managed to resolve very quickly, and we were at the end of the day in lockdown, I believe only for a couple of months, despite other people in other countries suffering for a longer period of time. So I have to say we were very, very lucky.
When we talk about the lawyer and how he can build the relation with his customers, it's built on the trust, first of all. Someone who come here new, he looking forward, he looking around, he need the name that he want to trust. How you build this trust in this country?
It takes time. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to build your own reputation. You need to have a low profile. You need to work hard. And then in the long run, the results will come and the recognition will come. People start to see that you're settled here in the country. They don't want people to come and go on the spot. They want to see that you're stable and you're working hard here. And as I said, the recognition will come. And as a matter of fact, I was appointed as the president of the Italian Business Council of Dubai in 2018. So I'm still covering the role as a chairman. So for the last 6 years, and we represent approximately 90 companies doing business here in UAE, and with a tight link with Italy as well.
understanding the new update, the new rules, always there is something new happening in this country. We need to explain it for everyone always. So that means that we need a team or professional team that they can help us to share this information, we can say it. What do you do this time?
Well, in the last few years, the country has started to become more and more regulated. New rules, new laws started from VAT in 2018. Today we have corporate tax, we have ESR, economic substance regulations, we have ultimate beneficial owners, anti-money laundering, financial crime combating. So it's becoming almost a full-time work dedicated to follow up, clients and to support clients from a regulation perspective. The place we are in EDGM is highly regulated, and compliance is very top standards, and we have to follow because that's what we want. We want to be selected to be one of the best, and at the same time to select also clients that are able to satisfy such requirements.
I would like to talk about a special culture, we can say the Chinese people. Chinese people, they are always looking around, they want to start a business, but they need someone to understand them.
Yes. Chinese culture is a little bit different from other culture, and they tend to do business only amongst Chinese because they believe that only Chinese can understand the culture. I'm lucky enough that my wife is Chinese. Mm-hmm. And I got married in UAE with her, so I met her in UAE, and I know quite well the Chinese culture. I've been in China many, many times, and I have to say that sometimes even Chinese clients come to me and say, "Oh, Mr. Paoletti, you understand us better than any other person. So we want to do business with you because we know that you can understand what are our requirements, how we feel when we want to do business, and how we do business in the region."
As a culture or as a business activities, we can say, did you focusing on special activities in the business, or in general we can say all the activities?
We as an expert lawyer are qualified in UAE as a legal consultant. So we are not allowed to provide any representation before court, except in some jurisdiction like the one in EDGM, where we are registered as a lawyer. So as a legal consultant, we are specialized mainly on corporate and commercial, so supporting clients willing to do business in the region and vice versa. So inbound and outbound activities.
Always when we have a case, we want to finish it or we want to work with it, it's need to always running the updates, always someone following up. It takes time sometimes. Also it takes too much time from your time. So how you handle your time?
That's a good question. The thing is that when it comes to court cases that are managed and handled by local law firms, we want to make sure that our client is constantly updated on the outcome of the case. And if we see that maybe sometimes the local law firm, I won't say it's a little bit more busy than usual, so they delay a little bit maybe on providing the update, I decide to step into the office, knock the door to the lawyer, and please give me the update. I need it now because I need to make sure that my client is properly advised and updated on the spot. So I don't want to wait too much. Yes, it's time consuming, but at the end of the day, the result is that the client sees that the lawyer, in that case me, is putting extra effort in his case, and it's appreciated.
There is a big question mark now. Everyone talk about it, that blockchain now hitting the doors. Blockchain start. Everyone talk about it. It's a gate to be with the crypto also. How many questions or how many people asking about it every day?
To be honest, in the beginning, we were receiving a lot of inquiries from outside. So, when UAE decided to embrace the activities of blockchain and crypto to allow licenses and so forth. So at the beginning we received a lot of inquiries. But again, the subject was not regulated. Nowadays there's a regulation in place. I have to say thanks God. because otherwise it was a jungle at that time. It was even difficult to provide the right answer to the clients, and we were all expecting regulation to come into force, so we were only relying on on that regulation to come, and that's how it is.
Always in the business, to build your name, it's hard. You built it already. So why we are here? Because you are one of the top. When we talk about one of the top, we need it remind us with His Highness Lord Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, the leader of Dubai, that he mentioned in his book. It's hard to be number one, but the hardest to stay on the same level. So how you can be sustainable on the top and never go any step back in your business life?
When I came here to Dubai, I have to admit that it was not always a golden period. Time was tough also for me personally and on a business-wise as well. But after a few years, I believe it was like in 2011 and 2012, I saw one video of Sheikh Mohammed. He was giving an interview to a journalist. I believe he was a British journalist, and Sheikh Mohammed was saying, we want to be the number one. And when the journalist said, why you want to be the number one? Why you want to be the biggest in the world? Why you want to be the best in everything? And his answer was very simple, why not? So that gave me the idea, the concept that in this country there's no limitation on what you can achieve. The limitation, you decide to set if you want to put some limitation on what you can achieve. Having that in my mind, I decided that I don't want to put limitation on what I can achieve. So at that time I started to grow my business, to learn how to do business in the region, the cultural aspect. I was coming from the university and nobody taught me how to run the business. So I learned how to run the business. I started from small. And nowadays we have more than 20 people as people working with us, not for me, but with us. And it makes me proud of that.
And how you build the relation with these people?
It takes time. You nurture the relation with them. You have to gain the confidence, the trust. You have to start to build a relation with them and make sure that you have the right people with you supporting your business. So it's not a matter of how many people are helping you. It's a matter of the people in the right position to help you in achieving what you can achieve. At the end of the day, it's a matter of the work done by the entire team. It's not my work. I'm just trying to bring clients and to the office, to the law firm. But at the end of the day, is the quality of the service provided by the people working with us.
When we talk about European and UAE, so we can say they don't understand or they don't think that it's so much a smart country, Dubai or UAE, that much. When they come here, they always shocked that it's very, very smart and very technological. So you don't try to explain for them before they come, the people?
Listen, when I came here in UAE in 2008 and I started to live in UAE, when I came back to Italy, my own country, and I was trying to explain to them what means living in UAE, what are the benefits. Those people who surrounded me, they were looking at me as a stranger. They couldn't understand what I was talking about. So I realized that there was somehow a gap between my way to see things in UAE and how they could see this country. That's how it really, and it's still today, I have to say, is the same thing. People come to UAE and see a fantastic city, a very dynamic, a very grown city, a lot of new initiatives, transformation of the countries. If you come every 6 months in this country, you see not totally, but you see things changes. You can realize. In my own countries, unfortunately, nothing changes, and that's what I don't like. I like dynamics. I need to receive inputs from the environment to be part of something. And they make you feel that you, after 15 years, 16 years I'm here, they make you feel that you are part of the development of this country, of the progress of this country. And they recognize you. And that make you feel proud to be part of that, to contribute, even for a small part of the economy. But at least they make you feel that in that way.
To be a leader with more than 20 employees, we're talking about your cases, your people, your customers, also your family. How you handle your time?
Until a few years ago, maybe until the pandemic, I was giving priority to the work. Nowadays, things a little bit changed. My approach is a little bit changed. I want to make sure that I will be able to do a transition period for future generations. As I said, I'm a third generation lawyer. I don't want this practice to end with me, so I have to guarantee a sort of succession plan for my people working with us and make sure that they will continue the business in the future and to expand eventually. So that's what I have in plan nowadays, ongoing. And when it comes to family, now my priority becomes the family because I have 2 kids, 6 and 4, and they are definitely my top priority nowadays. At the end of the day, we need to guarantee a future also for them.
Did you shift to the digital way after Corona?
Yeah. Well, we were ready before Corona hit the country to already have online meetings, for example, especially with clients coming from abroad. But nowadays, it's much easier to have even with domestic clients online meeting rather than commuting. So.
3 years back, the court of Abu Dhabi, they are making a virtual lawyer, and it can be AI also, it can helping you, supporting you. Is it hit your system also?
Not really, because court is not our primary activities. So, as I said, we are mainly focused on corporate and commercial, so supporting client in doing business rather than disputing.
Sister companies seem like PRO services and this thing for the client, for your client you have, or you have your own?
Well, some activity, PRO activities, we run it internally for existing clients. We don't do it as a service for new clients, only for existing ones.
And what you are planning for the future?
Well, my future is in UAE. So for me, UAE is my home. My wife coming from China and coming from Europe, so UAE is in the middle. It's fantastic place to be. In 6 hours you can reach Europe, in 7 hours you reach China. We have everything. Our kids are going to school and we have a house, we have properties, we invested ourselves, so we're settled here. We don't want to go back anywhere.
Mr. Thomas, when you start expanding?
I started expanding when in 2019 when I opened the office in China. I saw at that time that there were a huge potential between UAE and China. Corona, of course, came into force, so Chinese were not able to travel until 1st of January of last year. I see nowadays new Chinese investors coming into the region. Expanded the business in the region, so they use maybe Dubai or Abu Dhabi as a hub for doing additional work in other countries around Africa as well. We will work with some of them that are state-owned companies. Again, that makes us feel proud to what we have achieved so far, because as we said before, gaining the trust of Chinese client to that level is not that easy.
If someone out of this country he asks you that I want to come to UAE, so what the first advice you can give it to this person?
It depends from the seniority. If they are just graduated, I have to tell them that my advice is that they should gain some experience maybe in a UK law firm for at least 3 to 4 to 5 years. Any requests of job and employment here in UAE that I've seen so far, they were always for UK qualified with at least 3 to 5 years experience. So if you don't have that kind of experience, this is not the place where you can come and gain the experience. You should come with already some experience in the background. Taking a master is a must nowadays, so graduated from the university is not sufficient anymore. Speaking the language is an additional must. If you speak a third language, that's a plus. You can work with the community of the nations of your own country, for example. I'm Italian, so I tend to work also with Italian companies because the barrier of the language sometimes helps. But yes, that's what would I suggest them to do.
This is for the new graduate, but for the investors, what you will say?
Investors, if they want to come, there are huge opportunities. I always say that this is a country with a project of 2 extra zeros in terms of values. But they need to do their homework. They cannot just come and think that they can run the business from their own country. They open maybe a company in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi, and then they manage the companies from abroad. No, that's not what UAE is looking for, is requiring. You need to be settled here. You need to do your homework. You need to make a marketing research, study the product, study your competitors. It's a highly competitive market and quite expensive as well. So it's not a market for everyone. But it can give you, in the long run, it can give you a lot of good opportunities and make you feel satisfied. Yeah.
Who built your character?
I think that my character has been adjusted during the years. When I came here, I became more independent in terms of my own decision because I want to do something on my own. I found a wife that somehow is my partner in life, but on the same time is a good advisor when it comes to take decisions. And I believe that I give her the same feeling. So I have to say that the environment itself has also amended my character and my way of thinking, and to get adjusted to the market. And nowadays I'm mainly thinking that it's time for me to give back to the community of what I have learned so far.
When you will reach your target?
Well, I don't believe that I will ever reach my target because I don't want to put a limit to my target. But if I have to set a target nowadays, I have to say that my vision is to see that my practice has grown at least to 100 people in 5 years' time, and to be one of the top 10 law firm and specialized in corporate and commercial.
Finally, this country would give us a concept that we cannot find it over the world. The security here, we can see the best country, we can mention it. Starting from His Highness Sheikh Zayed, the one who built this country, and son of Zayed, they make it #1 after his rules. So what we'll say for UAE leaders and government for all this opportunity that we have?
I want to thank them, first of all, and because they allow me to stay in this country, to welcome me in this country. I believe that in 16 years I've been here, somehow my work, my efforts has been recognized and make me feel proud to be part of this changing of the country. We represent 90% of the population as an experts, and I've been able to provide my contributions to the country, and somehow this is appreciated also from these excellencies and from the leaders of this country.
From our side also, Mr. Thomas will say to you, thank you so much for spending your time with our team, and welcome again in EMARATI.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
ده